the Needle, a movie podcast. Movie the Needle, they said it won't last. Movie the Needle, a movie podcast. Movie the Needle, give it a blast. Two idiots talking alone in our shed. We dissect a film as things come to a head. We kick things off and unveil the ale. Then it's a simple 5-point scale. Only one of us likes it, the other not so. We bicker and joke, no gag too low. Discussion begins, Si tells Carl he's wrong. Carl plays a game and Si sings a song. We do a recasting, discuss who would work. Would he or she, we say with a smirk. In spite of it all, Carl still thinks he's right. The truth of the matter is we both talk shite. Movie the Needle, it's time for the show. Let's not pretend you've somewhere better to go.
This is Movie the Needle. My name's Simon and I'm in our shed with my good friend Carl, where we'll be spewing all kinds of positivity and praise on what in our minds is an absolute classic. This week it's the 1993 Harold Ramis directed high-concept comedy that sees a narcissistic, self-centered weatherman find himself in a time loop in a small town on a public holiday. That's right, woodchuck chuckers, it's Groundhog Day.
Ramis?
Harold Ramis. Ramis.
I don't know.
No, neither do I. I went with Ramis, I think.
You did go with Ramis? Yeah.
Harold Ramis. No, I don't know.
Right, peek behind the curtain. This is the first one of these we're recording in the new year.
Yes.
I'm not going to wait for the retro for this. They're bloated enough already. Do you remember my predictions for my final Letterboxd scores?
What do you mean? Final? Oh, as in after you'd logged all your things.
The numbers
yeah, you said you'd be over 300.
I said it'd be about 310.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out Letterboxd doesn't count if you've watched the same film more than once, which I have this year.
It counts them as entries, but not as films. Yeah.
Entries, but not as films. Really annoying. Anyway, I got to 300 films bang on the nose.
300 distinct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. With 309 diary entries, so I was one shy of my prediction.
Good numbers. It's good numbers.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, it was tight. It was really tight.
So yeah, you can check out CarlMTN and all his reviews of everything he watched in 2025.
There you go. Guess what? I've updated my notes.
Good.
The sheet. So now it says chit chat underneath. It says two idiots talking alone in our shed. When I get to unveil the ale, it says underneath, we kick things off and unveil the ale. And then under opening statement it says, and then it's a simple 5-point scale. Just a nice little.
It's very good. You can have the little lyric just come up as the little headers.
Yeah, a nice little thing to just put me in the right frame of mind.
Little audio ident things as well that you could do with that as well. You know, when you've got time.
Yes.
How's your year been, Carl?
That's not a bad idea. Yeah,
it's not bad. Yeah. We'll see if that actually appears.
Do you like the one that we've gone with though?
Yes, yeah, it was good. I did like it. Okay, because I wasn't sure what you were going to do, and then I heard it for the first time. I was like, oh, it works.
Yeah, good. New year. How's my year? How's my new year?
How's your year? Yeah. How's your year going so far?
Oh, this year. It's day 2.
Day 2. Yeah.
It's going well. I would say. Yeah. What about yours?
Yeah, solid. Got a bit of a cold, so got to apologise in advance for any sniffing and snuffling that's going to be going on in the background here. But there's only so much Carl can edit out. I'll try and do anything.
Most of it I don't bother anyway.
Anything too disgusting, I'll try and just stop. But yeah. Emma's getting annoyed with me already.
Oh yeah.
Because what I'm trying to do is find more times to fill my time. More ways to fill my time. Which is it's not good apparently. So like planning on building a games room in the back garden apparently not a good use of my time. I shouldn't be doing that when I've got so much other things I should be doing.
That sounds like a great use of your time.
Quite excited by that. When I find out how much it will cost, I won't be as excited because unlike you, I won't be able to do it myself. And do that.
Well,
so,
I don't want you to put yourself down. You will. It'll just be shitter.
Yeah, no, I don't think it'll be functional. I don't think it'll stand up. It'll be like the 3 little pigs.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, not too happy with that. But it's quite exciting. And plus, I'm trying to think of other ways to. Other ideas keep popping into my head that I keep spending time exploring when really I should be doing, more useful things. But this is what happens when you're off work for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Your mind starts to wander to different things. You've got some time to think about them. And, I've filled my time with some films, but I've also filled my time with playing with AI and getting it to assess some ideas that I have and work them up. But, nothing will probably come of them.
Well, I hope so. Games Room sounds like something I might occasionally pop over and use. Speaking of things filling your time with, my God, our TikTok algorithm's in bad shape. It's never been this bad.
What have you got now?
It's literally just hardcore pornography now. I mean, the size on the bloke is unbelievable. This one particular video is doing the rounds. Right. It's just unreal. I'm doing
Willem Dafoe.
I'm doing no. It's that we're talking that sort of level. Allegedly.
Will send me the video. I'll share that with you.
Oh, right you are. Good, yeah. I'm doing my bit. I'm going on and commenting and saying I deserve absolutely all I'm getting. Yeah. It's all my fault.
What are you commenting?
Just that.
Oh, right, okay.
This algorithm is ruined and I can't point the blame at anyone else. So it's that sort of thing. I think it's funny. Nobody else does, so it's defeating the purpose. I thought we might get some engagement off it. And, of course, it's now cementing the rancid algorithm in place. Every single comment that I chuckle to myself, only making it worse. So I advise you not to log on to there anytime soon, because my word. We've got a present.
We do?
Yeah, to kick off the new year.
Oh, okay.
Jess and Jamie.
Yeah.
Friends of the pod.
Yeah. We've got it's a Paul Mescal 2026 calendar. I mean, it's on brand.
Yeah, it's going up. I'll tell you that, it's going up.
Yeah. Good stuff. What's January? Any shirtless shots? Are we just in?
He's all in black in January.
Okay. Well, yeah.
He gets his legs out in June. It's my birthday. It's like he knew.
Yeah.
And yours.
Yep. Very good. Well, thank you. That's our first proper present. It isn't beer. So awesome. We're not averse. Advertising, sponsorship, calendars. If there's an Emily Blunt one doing the rounds, we can have that.
Yeah, I'll find a space for that as well.
Yep. Yeah, very good. Carl, do you remember a while ago we had a bit of a discussion where we kept on getting the grasping, clasping at straws
yeah,
thing?
It's clutching. I've literally just deleted the pod note that said, in caps, it's clutching, you daft cunt.
Yeah. So listening to the Never Ending Watch List, friend of the pod, Damon, his latest episode. I was just listening to that on the way over here. Yeah. And there was another alternative that got mentioned on that one. Yeah, so one of his friends, Cam, I think, said plucking at straws.
Plucking at straws.
Plucking at straws. I thought we'd exhausted all of the alternative wrong options.
It means grasping.
Yeah. So there we go. There's another one. If there's any more out there, if you can think of some other alternatives that you've heard, send them in.
Yeah, great.
Carl, you thirsty?
Oh, yes.
Oh, and I think it's time to unveil the ale.
Right, today I've gone for a Brewdog beer, Lost Lager, because our protagonist is a little lost, isn't he? And he has to find his way in this film.
Sure.
Right, today I've gone for Brewdog Lost Lager, because our protagonist is a little lost, isn't he? He's got to find his way.
You're going to pass that one to me as well? You actually? Oh, awesome. I'm doing well out of this. Is there more?
Yeah, but the other two are mine.
Okay, let's introduce today's film, which is, of course, Groundhog Day. Before we give our general impressions, a quick reminder of our simple 5-point scale. You either really like it, you're ambivalent, you don't like it, or you really don't like it. So let's find out where each of us is on the scale. Firstly, Carl, where are you?
I really like it.
He really likes it. I am with you. I really like it as well. I wasn't sure whether I was just going to go for like, but, we watched it again for the purposes of this. Cemented the really like, I think. What's not to really like?
Indeed.
Why do you really like it, Carl?
I was going to say it's a classic. I mean, that's just like... That's the...
you'd hope so.
It's a packed field, but that is the most banal observation I could make on an episode.
It's a classic.
Classics.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A little bit later, I'm going to compare couple of modern day films to this, because I think this isn't just fun; it's good. And I think that really works because I remember it just being fun, and actually every time I watch it, I think, oh, it's actually really good. There's a bit going on in it.
There is.
So yeah, it just really, really works, and probably Murray's best.
Yes, and we'll obviously come into that more in cast, but that's kind of my leading point on that as well. So I really like it because for me, this is like a better version of Scrooged. The same Bill Murray arsehole, but funnier, and the lessons learned really do hit home and actually make you think. And I think what other film can guarantee this level of thinking and reflection regardless of who is watching it, as well as being pretty funny and, as you say, a well-made movie. Plus, it's a film that's created a commonly used parlance with Groundhog Day, and Annie McDowell isn't playing an absolute cunt, which is nice. All right, let's start with the production. And this is, as I said at the start in the introduction, directed by Harold Ramis/Ramis. I'm just going to interchange him as we go through.
Yeah. Good.
Ramesses.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You familiar with Harold Ramis's other stuff?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. I am not actually sure because I did that thing where I've written that question and then not followed up with actually what he has done as a director. He's done 15 films. He's done... No.
This is great audio.
Oh, yeah. I mean, great way to kick things off, I think.
Tied up most of this.
Oh, he's done Analyze This and Analyze That.
Yeah.
Caddyshack.
Yeah.
National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah.
Groundhog Day, obviously. Multiplicity. Not familiar with Multiplicity.
No, me neither.
Bedazzled. The 2000 Brendan Fraser one.
Well, Liz Hurley, let's get it right.
Liz Hurley one, yeah. And Year One with Jack Black and someone from 2009.
Isn't that Michael Cera?
Yes. Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah. So
the affable Jesse Eisenberg.
Affable Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah. So, I mean, this is clearly the highest. Although Analyze This is fine. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
No. But apart from that, National Lampoon's Vacation, Caddyshack, actually, they're pretty well regarded too, as well. So, you know,
never seen the original National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
You've done the Christmas one.
Only seen the Christmas one.
Not seen European.
Not seen European. No.
Maybe you probably like him, right? If you know. Oh, is Christmas doing the heavy lifting?
Don't know. Who knows?
Written by Danny Rubin.
Yes.
And then updated by Harold Ramis when he took it on, changed it fairly significantly.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you do much reading on that?
A little bit, yeah. Read a couple of interviews, watched a video of Rubin, kind of trying not to sound like ungrateful. The fact that he's essentially had his life made by having this movie be made, but kind of a little bit down in the dumps that it's turned out as it is compared to how he wrote it. But then, I mean, come on, you've created a hell of a film.
I don't think it was necessarily a smooth ride from what I was reading because this got pretty panned at the time, and it's sort of found its audience a bit later. And also, Murray was very much Team Rubin. Yeah. And Murray and Ramis fell out about
several years. Yeah,
about 20 years, I read. Until Murray one day decided to turn up 7 a.m. at Ramis's house unannounced with a box of donuts.
Nice.
And they patched things up, which sounds very Murray, that, doesn't it? Ramis, I mean, I could have been any. I need some water. Like, oh, come in, Bill. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
But yeah, how does it look, Carl? What are we talking about? It's looks.
Oh my God. Driving as a setup. Yes, please. I love the opening credits on this. Absolutely love them. Like, do you know, the thing about this, right, is how does it look? Sort of real?
Yeah.
Like, completely unspectacular?
Yeah.
But real?
Yeah. Punxsutawney and Gobbler's Knob. It really does capture that American standard small town.
Just completely
thing, right?
real, but lingering on the opening for a minute. They're doing it because obviously it's got to be a helicopter shot back in those days, right?
No drones.
So they're doing a helicopter shot just to get a knackered old van driving downtown through a city on a motorway, and then of course through the countryside. And it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. But yeah, looks great. Punxsutawney, as you say, just really captures something. Over to you. I cut you off mid-thought there.
No, that was it. I mean, it really captures that small town aesthetic really well. Like it just does look like it could be a real, which it kind of is. I guess it wasn't filmed in Punxsutawney, but it was filmed in Illinois.
Woodstock.
I think Illinois. They shot part of it in the depth of winter, so the cold and the the ice is real. So it was a very chilly experience until it turned into spring, and they could finally stop shivering, dancing around before they shot their take.
Again, another thing that you get with these films that you just do not get as much now because they're all shot on sound stages, or even when they're not. Like going back to Tinseltown that we've talked about at the end of your episode. They're at a Christmas market. We know where that is. That's outside. That's a real location. That's not a green screen.
Could have been.
It could have been because there were hardly any extras there. It's like, this doesn't feel like a real thing. Contrast that to this when they're doing the festival, the Groundhog and all the rest of it, and it just looks like, this just looks like a throbbing event down your local park sort of thing. So,
yeah,
Johnny will have fun with throbbing event.
I was going to say a throbbing event. Yeah, nice. What do you think of those sort of large community event type things, Carl? Sort of thing that you'd go to?
I mean that one looks quite fun. I think it's
get some sort of modified gopher out. Why not?
Yeah. I like the idea. I mean, these days they've been ruined, haven't they? Because like Christmas market's a great idea, but then you go down, it's like, I'm sorry, it's £9 for a marshmallow.
Yes.
No, I don't. No, I don't think I will be doing that.
Yeah, I know we're past Christmas, but Christmas markets we should have talked about over this Christmas because it is one of those things that the idea of it sounds great, the reality is not.
They've been completely ruined by that sort of money grabbing. So, like the food festival as well, we have a food festival that comes to us, don't we?
Well, it used to be free to at least go to it.
Yeah.
And now you have to pay for a ticket to get there and then pay for all your food on top of it.
Yeah. Went once, it was a lovely day, the sun was out, so everybody was having a good mood. Lovely, slightly expensive. Next year, not so good. Oh, we put the prices up. Like you say, ticketed as well. No, thank you.
No.
Ruined. So, in principle, these events are very good.
I kind of thought you'd be miserable and just against it all. So,
sort of somewhere in between.
In this as well, some pretty serviceable stunts that are going on in this. Considering this is not a action-based film, a couple of the sort of driving stunts things and the with the groundhog driving, when he's kidnapping.
It's good explosion.
Good explosion.
With the over the top of it. It's just very funny. That'll be laughing.
Absolutely. No, you wouldn't have needed for those to be quite as good as they were, but just very well
90s boy
put together. Yeah. Some other good sort of visual aspects of it. The repeated 6 a.m. rolling over, great little visual, and that one shot they do where the clock looks massive and it's like in this big slow motion tick over in a sort of epic way. Just works
it's good
really well,
and they use that as a gag to good effect as well, because there's a bit where he's starting to lose it and he's having a rant and you think it's going to kick off here. I'm going to show you, and it's just 6 a.m. just completely undercuts. No, wait, up you get the same day. They don't know it, they have no memory of that. Off you go. It's a good plot device.
And we mentioned the groundhogs, real groundhogs. Yeah,
yes.
No CGI things going on here, Carl. Not in the 90s. Did I tell you? I sent you a picture of this.
You sent me a picture of a groundhog.
I saw a groundhog in the wild.
That was in the wild
last year. Yeah, I'll say the wild.
Not in this country.
In Philadelphia.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we just finished doing the stadium tour of the Link in Philadelphia, and then just as we were walking back to the train station, just by the tree, it was like, oh, that's a weird looking squirrel. Get a bit closer. It's like, that's a really big squirrel.
That squirrel.
That's
absolutely jacked.
Huge. It's a marmot. There won't be a marmot here. Well, it's a marmot. It's kind of a marmot, isn't it? A groundhog. So,
nice marmot.
Yeah, nice marmot.
You believe in nothing, Lebowski.
But yeah, they're bloody adorable. Love a groundhog. Bill Murray, I guess, not such a fan of groundhogs. After being bitten twice,
Phil,
by the groundhog, because they used the one in the car when it's driving away, which is hilarious. I do love that. Love that scene. But just after that's kind of cut. It took a chunk out of Bill Murray's hand, and that wasn't the first time. either, or wasn't the last time, I should
Yeah,
say.
I mean, he doesn't strike you as a man who takes that sort of thing well, does he?
No, he doesn't. Anything else on the looks of it, or any other production notes you want to call out?
Yeah. So, I mean, the writing in terms of the clash of styles, I've saved for plot.
Okay.
So, if you don't mind, we'll talk about the writing then. Just on the structure of it, though, I think this is a fabulously structured movie. I was reminded, actually, of Back to the Future, because we've just done that. Like how tight that is and how well it's constructed. Because the rhythm and repetition in this and the editing is so crucial to keep making things like you say, we have the 6 p.m. Thing that we keep coming back to a lot on the Sonny and Cher. Sorry, 6 a.m. and the Sonny and Cher.
6 a.m. in the morning.
6 a.m. in the morning. So it's not just for jokes. There are a couple of times it's used for a joke, but actually what it does is it plays into the narrative of just eroding away at Phil every time. Like each repeat, we see everybody else being pretty much the same, which like nod to people for their performances, by the way, and the direction, presumably, for ensuring that they were.
Because they must have just been like filming that again and again and again, right?
Yeah.
Like at the same time, they wouldn't have been like going away and coming back.
Like,
and
obviously he changes slightly, and it's really, really good. It's really, really effective, and sometimes it walks us through those iterations, which is good because we get the sense of like what he's feeling as he's trapped and he's progressing. Yeah, and then sometimes it'll jump them, and that's really effective too. Like he goes for the piano lesson. Yeah. He has the piano lesson, and then the next shot is him having mastered ice sculptures. Yeah. And it's really cool because that's good because of course he's just going to be awesome at anything he wants to be now, and it's instant, and we don't need to see these iterations. So it's a really, really well structured piece. They know when to use it, when to lean into it, and when to sort of skip over it and take advantage of the groundwork that's done. And just going back to Punxsutawney as well, like the setting of it all, it feels really real. It's got like that small town vibe about it, and it's pitched at the perfect level where it's actually really pleasant. Like it looks like a really pleasant price. So it's kind of funny that he's trapped in pleasantness, but it also feels the right size for him to feel trapped. Yeah. Like, there's only so much
There's only
stuff.
one diner. There's
exactly,
there's only one this. There's only one that. Yeah.
It looks really cool. It looks really fun and everyone's friendly, but there's only so much in this town. And that really, really works.
And I think that works as well because, as you see, he's kind of impacting different people around him as he goes. That wouldn't work if that was a city, like a big sprawling city or whatever. Yeah. That kind of wouldn't have that same impact. Interesting as you were saying about you see the progression of him in the different scenes that are sort of the repeated ones. I read that Bill Murray basically just, when Ramis was trying to explain, where they are in this, you just go, good Phil or bad Phil? That's all he needed. You go, okay, I'll take it from there.
Good Phil or bad Phil? It's very good. Yeah.
What do you think of the length, Carl? 1 hour 41-ish, I think.
That's right in the pocket.
It is right in the pocket. I think it, particularly for this type of film, where it is repetitive as a device. Yeah. I think if you'd made it longer, that would kind of start to get like not just on the character's nerves and feeling. Yeah. You'd start to be like, okay.
And it's interesting, that, isn't it? Because in and again, I don't want to stray too much into this, but in Ruben's version of this film, that might well have been the way they'd go, because they really need the audience to feel the sort of purgatory element of being stuck in this loop again and again and again. Ramis' more light-hearted, accessible film, he's wisely sort of brought it in. But at the same time, I do think it's quite impressive how they've managed to pack so much into that hour 41. Yeah. Because we do get the idea about repeating certain scenes, but also quite a lot happens. Yeah. It's good variety, yeah. Because when I watch it, I'm going, okay, so does he turn after this? And you go, oh no, not yet.
Yeah, I had that exact thing. I was just like, oh, he's beginning to. He's beginning to. Oh wait, no,
he's not quite there yet.
No.
He's not yet. He's not.
Yeah, there's a couple of false dawns. What I found really interesting: 14.6 million budget, so not hugely expensive. No. Only made 71 million. You kind of alluded already that it was kind of panned at the time. The global box office and the domestic box office basically the same because it didn't get an international release.
Wow.
Which just seems bizarre. Like, it's Bill Murray. He's at that point in time, not.
Studios have shot the bed there, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because this is back in the days where we would have been getting films about 6 months after the US release.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And so if it's not going over very well and they've gone, we're going to go do this and market it. Oh, no, let's not. They've shot the bed. That's what they've done there.
Yeah. But even with if it's got 70 mil off of 14 million budget, that's not bad. Like, you think that'd be enough for them to.
And that's not taking into account aftermarket stuff. And yeah, there we go.
But just, I couldn't find out any real reason behind it, obviously, apart from what you've just kind of alluded to there, which might be just a purely money-based decision. But it just seems odd for the type of film that it is, the fact that it is fairly accessible, the fact that it's got names in it. It's people pretty much at the peak of their powers, or not far off the peak of their powers. It just seems odd that wouldn't have already sort of got that international market and made significantly more. And I'm not sure it's had like a huge re-release or anything in that aspect. And I'm not sure how it would do if it did have a big re-release either. I did
read 100 million. So that suggests that there was some element of re-release or international release at some point. But don't know.
I did watch some of the deleted scenes on the Blu-ray that I was watching this on, and a couple of things that they'd removed. So there was a deleted scene of how he was scoring a perfect 300 at bowling. So they sort of showed that. They showed him becoming a pool hustler as well, and actually ripping people off for it and kind of freaking people out with how good he was getting. And I always find it interesting when you see the scenes that didn't make it. There's nothing wrong with that scene in itself, but just unnecessary, because you've already shown that he's getting skills, and the amount of time that it would take to get that is kind of laid bare.
Also, if you think about the point in the film where they would have gone in potentially, like when we think about when he's gone through a few stages. Again, I'll touch on this in plot, but he's gone through a few stages and he's reached the point where he's going to, I'm going to go master some skills. I'm going to go try and be somewhat productive with my time.
Yeah.
If he was to pick up the pool and the bowling then and start hustling people, the hustling note is slightly out of kilter at that stage. True, yeah. Because he's sort of he's not there yet, he's sort of on the path at that point. So you wonder if that's an editing thing to go, nah, those ones don't fit, this one sort of does.
What did you mentioned the 6 a.m. song? What do you make of that song? I Got You, Babe.
No strong feelings.
Do you know why it was chosen?
I do not.
Because it's got a very long, almost endless chorus to it that just goes on and on and on. Do you want to play a game, Carl?
Oh, I'd love to play a game. Where are you getting these MIDI versions, by the way?
They say there's too many games and songs. They're probably right, 'cause I am often wrong. Well, I don't know if that's true. How else am I meant to spend my time on the loo? Game. I've got your game. I've got your game. Here's what you've got to do today.
It's quite a long one as well.
Just answer 3 questions again, and again.
Right.
I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but like my hair, you deal with what you've got. Not a lot. Game.
But you like it.
I've got a game. I've got a game. I've got a game. I've got a game. Still got a game. I've got a game. I've got a game. I've got a game. I've got a game. Still got a game. I've got a game. Yep, still got a game. I've got a game. Don't know what to say. I've got a game.
Yeah, fair play, that's long, isn't it?
That was just the last bit of the song. I missed out like 2 whole verses and 2 chorus versions before that as well. So yeah, it's a good old repetitive song. But as you might have been able to tell from the song, I'm going to ask you the same 3 questions over and over.
Yeah.
You have to give a different answer for each round.
Okay.
For each of the questions.
Yeah.
Right. If you repeat, then it's the end of the game. You get a point for every round you complete. So if you get 3 correct answers from the 3 questions,
nice.
That's 1 point. And we keep on going and going and going.
Yeah.
A max of 10 seconds to give an answer, Carl. So I'm not going to give you loads of time. 10 seconds-ish, I'm going to have to call it at some point. Are you ready to play the game? Okay. Question 1. Name a Bill Murray movie.
Oh, I can't remember the last one that was really obscure. Would have been dead handy for this. So we could go Ghostbusters. Let's go big early.
All right. Correct. Oh, I forgot I had a thing.
Oh. Big, yeah. Ned Rice.
Name a 90s comedy. Question 2. There's 12,000 on Letterboxd.
The Mask.
By the way.
Mask.
Question 3. Name a movie with day in the title.
Night and Day. Nice.
So that's 1. That's 1 point.
Yeah.
Okay. Name a Bill Murray movie.
Well, we'll go Scrooged.
Bing! Again, you are sharp as a tack today.
Name a 90s comedy.
Ace Ventura.
Bing!
Name a movie with day in the title.
The Longest Day.
Name a Bill Murray movie.
Let's go Ghostbusters 2.
Name a 90s comedy.
Let's go Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Name a movie with day in the title.
This is the tough one. Let's say
This film? I don't know, just an idea.
no. I don't want to say this film because
Well, you're running out of time. You need to say something.
yeah, no. But I mean, it's just
I'm going to have to call it in a second, Go. Come on. You can't
Die Another Day.
Well done.
Bing! Again, you are sharp as a tack today.
Name a Bill Murray movie.
Well, I better save this one for the other thing. I've done Ghostbusters 2. So we've done Scrooged. What's it? The bowling one. Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. All right, the Royal Tenenbaums.
Name a 90s comedy.
The Truman Show.
Bing! Again, you are sharp as a tack today.
Name a movie with day in the title.
We better go Groundhog Day.
That's 4. That's 4 rounds.
Panicking already.
Name a Bill Murray movie.
Kingpin. There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
Name a 90s comedy.
We can still go Liar Liar.
Name a movie with day in the title.
Someone's going, that was actually the year 2000.
No, you're fine.
Day of the Jackal.
That's 5. Name a Bill Murray movie.
The Life Aquatic, Steve Zissou.
Name a 90s comedy.
Well, we can go more Jim Carrey, can't we? Can we? The Cable Guy.
Name
We're
a
gonna think of
name
another
a movie with day in the
comedic
title.
now. This is really the problem. Days of Thunder.
Ooh, it's not on my list, but Okay, that's 6. Name a Bill Murray movie.
The Greatest Beer Run.
What?
Zac Efron starring.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's not on my list.
He's the barman in it.
I'll take your word for it.
Bing! Again, you are sharp as a tack today.
90s comedy?
This is great, by the way. Ned Rice. No, it's comedy, right? I need a different comedic actor than Jim Carrey. Oh fuck! I'll have to go for Police Academy 5. Is that one in the 90s?
I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have to look that one up. You could have fucked yourself here.
All other comedies have gone from my head.
1988.
Oh,
He's
out.
out.
For 7.
He's gone. So you did 6 rounds, Carl. So as I say, there were 12,000 comedies from the 90s, according to Letterboxd. You named 6. Well done.
What other comedies are there in the 90s?
12,000 of them.
No, just name one.
I didn't write any of them down.
Well, you name one now. You think of one now.
No, that's not the game.
No, but I'm just irrelevant of the game. Irrespective of the game.
No, this is why I don't play the game, because I can't think of things on the spot. It's one of my many, many weaknesses. Movie with day in the title, though. Do you want to hear a few?
Yeah, go on.
Daddy Daycare.
Oh, God, yeah.
Die Another Day.
I said that one.
Oh, you did. Dog Day Afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Yeah, which should have been another one as well.
One Fine Day.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Oh, yeah.
The Sixth Day.
Yeah.
The Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Day of the Jackal.
I said that one.
The Day of the Triffids.
Yeah.
Did you say The Longest Day?
I did say
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Training Day.
Yeah. True.
Yes Day.
I'm most
and some
upset by my, because I still can't think of any now, forgetting of any 90s comedies.
It's ridiculous. Like,
Uh,
yeah, I'm struggling as well. But yeah, you know. 6 though. Are you pleased with your performance, or did you have a number in mind?
It's better than I thought it was going to be. Around round 3, I thought I'm going out here, so I'm pleased to have lasted
But
till
you
6.
didn't even fail on the one you thought you were going to fail on. You thought it was going to be the
that's
day
true.
that got you there.
Oh, I still didn't finish Carrie, did I? Dumb and Dumber,
Oh yeah, should have done Dumb and Dumber.
like The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, that would have worked. Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
Mars Attacks.
It's tricky once you're under the spotlights. We should probably stop putting you under a spotlight. That might help.
yeah,
Yeah. But there you go. That's the game,
good,
Carl.
good game. I like the game.
You like
good
it?
Game. Yeah,
Good.
Good game.
All right, let's move on to the plot. And I'm going to start off with, Carl, that I love about the plot. It's not even explained why the time loop starts.
Yeah, very good.
Right? I think there was talk that there was, in one draft, was a voodoo curse that an ex-girlfriend had put on him or something.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit Jaws, the Revenge to me.
Yes.
Although that was only in the book,
Yeah.
not in the film itself. So it just happens, and everyone's fine with it. I say everyone's fine with it. No one knows about it in the film, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
That it's just not explained. It just happens, and this is
Pretty
it. Deal with
impenetrable.
it.
It's talking about classics. It's not just a phrase in common parlance now, Groundhog Day. This time loop thing has also been used in films like Edge of Tomorrow.
Yes.
Did I repeat?
Yeah.
Source Code would be another one, although that's slightly different because that's contrived in a sort of make-believe world or whatever.
I can't even remember what the driving force in that is. It's a technological thing.
Yeah. But principally that everybody understands the fairly watertight concept of being stuck in a thing that resets every day. No one's getting any memory except you. On you go.
Yeah.
Very
Fantastic. It's never stated how many times he's relived the same day.
No,
as
yeah.
well,
So again,
which I think is good.
Yeah, it's hinted at. Rubin had in mind around 10,000
Years.
days because he really wanted to wear the character down and explore all the sort of existentialism that goes with that. But yeah, obviously they don't state it in the film. All we see from that point of view is Murray moving through the stages of coping with it and how that affects him. And of course, we know it's a long time because he gets to the point where he is going to repeatedly kill himself.
Yeah.
Not just once to see if that does it, because even when it doesn't do it, he just goes, well, fuck it. I'm going to try a different way. That's the depths of his despair.
Yeah.
Which is quite neat.
Yeah, and that comes in about the dark phase is after he's already gone through a few different, and I think they basically follow the 7 stages of grief, right? When he reaches that dark phase where he's sat there eating ice cream, watching Jeopardy, saying the answers, and impressing his old hotel mates of where he's staying. He starts destroying the clocks. That's where he obviously then kidnaps the groundhog, and then the suicide. It gets dark, and apparently the original script went to that dark place and maybe stayed there a bit longer. And the writer, as we said, was a little bit unhappy with how the edges were smoothed for this, but I think it still gets credit for going to that level of darkness. Now, it doesn't go full like mentalist and start just murdering people for the sake of it, just to see what he can get away with.
Yeah, but for something that's ostensibly a
Comedy.
feel-good comedy, which has got holiday movie vibes about it as well. I know it's not around Christmas and New Year and Thanksgiving and whatnot, but It's got those same sort of vibes to it.
Yeah, he's got he drives off the quarry. He has the live, laugh, toaster bath scene. Death by truck, where he just jumps off the clock tower as well. I think that's all the ones that are shown. But as with all of this, you kind of get the impression that this is just a snapshot of just some of what's been happening, right?
Yeah.
Just like with all the other aspects, not everything is shown. Only, I think, 38 times of the reset is shown in the film, and I think it's been estimated that it would be around 12,000 days or something like that someone calculated, or or something along those lines. Ramis at one point said 10,000 years. Yeah. But then backtracked and said, 10 years. Yeah. It was more what?
Yeah. Only 10 years. Only 10 years.
10 years of the same day. But yeah, what else do you want to talk about?
Well, look, general observation on the plot and this comparison to today's sort of films. This is an example of that sort of filmmaking, which is a bit of a lost art today, I think, for whatever reason. Money. It's a comedy, but it's also a really well-written character piece that speaks to wider themes. I think about last week, like I like Night and Day.
Yeah.
Right. But the 90s, you get True Lies, and True Lies sees Night and Day and it goes, hey, have you thought about being fun and good? You can be fun and good. Yeah. You know, there's a really clear parallel with this one with About Time. It'd be interesting to talk a little bit, keep it light, interesting to talk a little bit about the differences between this and About Time, because this is so clean and well structured in a way that About Time really is not. And so much of that stuff doesn't work in About Time, and instead what you have to do is go, but I really like the vibes, but I really like that soft fuzzy feeling, and make excuses for a lot of the rest of it. In the same way as I do with Night and Day. Yeah, it's fun. I'm going to make excuses for a lot of the rest of it. You don't have to do that in the 90s. They go, well, why can't we do both? Why can't we have the funny side and actually have a solid, well-structured, well-written plot that allows you to explore on a different level as well? So we can talk about the comedic bits. Sure, we will. But that structure it has a really clear arc for Phil, which works great both as a storytelling device for the wider themes of how he moves through ego, the hedonism, the despair, finally becoming sort of more graceful as concepts. Those things, not just in Phil's world, we get an exploration of those. What is the impact of living life this way? All that sort of stuff, and you can go even bigger than that. You can go like existentialism. What's the point of it? It's almost even fatalistic. The end point. Maybe we'll talk about that in a little bit. So it works really, really well as a structure for telling that story if you want to explore those themes, which Ruben definitely did. It's also, from a comedic point of view, fantastic for Bill Murray, because we get to see him in each one of these little bits. Yeah. And you go, here he's behaving like a dick, and that's funny.
And he's so good at that.
He is brilliant at that. Like, here he's now moved on to, okay, how can I use this to my own advantage? Yeah. Like you said about the 7 stages of grief. Yeah. We get to watch his journey through that, and Murray being Murray, and it's absolutely superb. So structurally, I think the plot is absolutely brilliant, and it gives Phil a really clear arc as well, which works on a couple of levels.
Yeah. So I mean, starting, I guess at the beginning, when you first get that 6 a.m. wake up call with the radio host, and then that is first repeated. I think Murray does really well there at selling the initial, like, that's a bit weird. And then you start almost getting that sense of deja vu rather than thinking anything weird's going on. Has the great little line of, do you ever have deja vu? I don't think so, but I could check with the kitchen.
I've written that down. That's good.
Which is a great line. You get the first Ned Ryerson. Obviously, you get the first Ned Ryerson bit, and then you get the first Ned Ryerson repeat. You've got to watch that first step. It's a doozy. Yeah. It takes him a while to figure that one out, I'll be honest. Yeah. Longer than you might expect. You go on to the sort of second repeat, where he's starting to go, hold on, what's going on here? You've got the snapped pencil, as almost the test to see if things are resetting or if it's just sort of repeat, as it were. But
Well, he sort of
things
rules
getting
out
back
that
to-
he's not mental as well, doesn't he?
Well, he goes to the doctor and does all that
Yeah.
side of thing.
Yeah.
Goes to Dr. Ramis.
Yes, that's right. Because his first thought with this is, it's not to go, oh, how can I use this to my advantage? His first thought is, I want no part of
I
what's
want to
going on
escape
here.
from this
I wanna
as
get
soon
out
as
of
possible.
here. Yeah, like-
I do not want to be in this town for one day,
Yeah.
let alone all
Yeah.
of these days.
And then when he can't, it's like, I must be ill. Let's go get this sorted.
Yeah, and then that's at the bit where it's one of my favourite scenes where he's at the bowling alley bar where he's talking to the two sort of drunk hicks.
Well, and here's the first real crossover between Ramis and Ruben, I would say. Because you get that conversation.
And it's a fantastic line. It's like, what would you do if you were stuck in one place and every day was exactly the same? Nothing you did mattered.
Yeah.
And he just takes a drink, Ralph, and he just goes, that about sums it up for me.
Yeah. And of course, those guys aren't stuck in a loop, except they sort of are, because
Yeah.
such is life.
Yeah. And that is the first bit. You just kind of go like, huh,
Yeah. Yeah.
huh, okay. Oh, shit, this is making me think.
Yeah.
God damn.
I thought this was just a comedy. What's
Yeah.
going on here?
Oh, man. And then, but that's immediately, before that, had the great line of like, I was in the Virgin Islands once. I met a girl. We ate lobster, drank pina coladas. At sunset, we made love like sea otters. That was a pretty good day. Why can't I get that day over and over and over? And then he hits it with that line, and Ralph's response, which just makes you go like, oh, oh crap, self-reflection. This is not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Ned Ryerson?
Talk about this. Yeah, let's talk about Ned Ryerson.
Ned Ryerson, how good is that scene, the repeated version of that scene, and how huge Ned Ryerson is being?
There's also a kind of joke here as well, is that if Ned Ryerson was stuck in a time loop, he wouldn't notice. He would just go every single day, Phil? Phil Connors? Yeah, he's great. And the way he commits to it, the length he goes to, gives him a real sort of creepy undertone as well. There's theories online that Ned Bryson's the devil.
Right.
Because they're like, he didn't buy the insurance off him, so he cursed him until he eventually does buy the insurance off him.
I like that. This is all just
Yeah, I mean,
caused by Ned
it's all
Ryerson.
fan theory
Love it.
stuff here.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I don't think it quite scans, but that's testament to the performance where you go, oh, that guy, he's made a real splash on the movie.
So, quite early on, he moves on to his hound dog stage, doesn't he? Where he's trying to find out all this information.
Well, this is the
in
fun
order
bit,
to sort
right?
of-
So he sort of cycles through, like you said, you have like denial first of all, then we have acceptance. When he gets to acceptance, he does what we all at least fantasize about, which is to go, right.
Now, how can I play this to
It's
my
like that whole
advantage?
thing, like, oh, what would you do if you're invisible? What would you do? You can fly. What would you do if you can stop time? At some point, your mind's going to go to, well, I'm gonna do a few things. I'm gonna do a few things that are morally questionable, but my God, they're going to be fun.
Yeah.
So he moves into this stage of using knowledge to win, which is why I think maybe some of those scenes that were cut with learning pool and mastering bowling and whatever to hustle people don't really fit later on. They would need to come here.
But by that time, he wouldn't have learnt all of those things, right? And that's the standard of time has got to move on.
And the great thing about this, from a sort of like, we should talk a little bit about the writing and maybe do it here. Writing in About Time versus this as a sort of examination of this nice, clean writing, 90s films versus sort of more muddled modern films, let's say. He's trying to exploit this thing, but Phil's a dick.
Yeah.
And we've been told Phil's a dick. And actually, he doesn't win. He uses knowledge, but he doesn't win. He keeps falling short.
The main difference between this and About Time in terms of the structure, right, is that in About Time, the things that he changes then impact things further on that happen. It's not just a one repeating thing again and again that he's exploiting and taking advantage of, his has impact and consequences.
But like even before you talk about the actual mechanism itself and the effects of it, this is happening to Phil, whereas in About Time,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
he is doing it. So it's a gift that's been bestowed upon Tim in About Time, and he basically goes off and plays God with that. And you've got, for me in there, you've got a problematic thing of, but we're told we're supposed to like Tim, and then we go watch him play God, and, you know, to the point where he erases certain versions of people to tweak his own life, and all this, that, and the other. And really, that film's not concerned with any of that. It glosses over all of that because that film is supposed to be about the twee stuff and with the father-son ending.
Yeah.
That's what it's paying off to. It's like it's sloppy writing. It's an example of modern films where, oh, don't think about that. We make excuses for all that because that's not what we're doing.
It also ties yourself in knots a little bit, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Whereas this is a film that goes, no, we can do both. We can take you on a ride with our protagonist, and we can explore the bigger questions if you want to.
Yeah. And I think that the most important bit there is that this is happening to him.
Yeah.
And so he reaches a point where he's just like, well, I'm not going to be able to escape this. So how am I going to fill this time? Well, I know. This is a great way to fill time.
Yeah.
I'm going to stuff myself full with cake. By the way, how impressive is he fitting that whole slice of cake in his mouth?
Slice.
He was just like, oh, no. Oh, he has done it.
What you end up with, though, is you end up with... Because Phil doesn't know the rules. This is happening to him. He does not know the rules. He doesn't know that if he eventually chooses good...
Yeah.
It
no,
will
exactly. Yeah,
free
he doesn't
him.
know what will cause.
He gets to the point where he
escape.
goes, "I'm stuck here. I might as well live a fulfilling life," and he finds that is to be nice to people and be true to himself,
Ultimate,
and you know, and then the universe rewards him. About Time is like Tim gets to the point where he chooses not to meddle because it might fuck up something he likes. And that's a really different thing because Tim chooses not to do the bad thing for fear of the consequences. Whereas here, Phil chooses to do the right thing without knowing that there's a reward. It's not about the reward for him. It's a very, very
Isn't it much nicer to have this conversation face to face rather than hijacking the edit and just adding in a sneaky bit?
No, I enjoyed that. No, I really enjoyed that. And again, like it, you know, because we've joked about this, like, are they the same? The internet is awash with people going, oh, that, you know, it happens in it. They're completely different. About Time is another example of going, actually, it doesn't matter about all that because we were never really concerned with exploring all that because you're supposed to think this instead. And I accept that, like, for some people, you're one of them. You'll go, oh, I'll buy that.
Yeah,
just as with Night and Day, I'll go, it doesn't matter that it's a bit shit and cheesy, but it's fun. I'll go, yeah, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
Like, thinking about why this is a classic, like, I love the 90s. I think it's a golden age of filmmaking, and comparing it to something like About Time, more modern films, I think the closer you look at About Time, the more it sort of falls apart. I know you can look past that stuff and still enjoy it. That's not the point I'm making. Here, it's the opposite. The closer you look at this film, as we did with Back to the Future, actually the better it gets.
Yeah.
Because you go, it was funny, but also there's more going on. It's clever. It's really well structured. Just absolutely supreme filmmaking.
No, I couldn't agree more. And I think just on the Rita part where he's trying to, you know, he finds out a drink, you know, there's multiple iterations of it where he's finding out a bit more and he's just tweaking and perfecting how he gets there, but every single time ends in various forms of rejection. I think that's so important that they do that, right? Because if he succeeded at that point and slept with her or whatever, then it doesn't push on to that. And you could quite easily have gone like, oh, he essentially tricked her into bed on that day, and then it would be difficult then to then progress past that to the ultimate thing.
Again,
so it's good. It's good structure.
Completely. This is the problem. This is where I get hung up with About Time.
Stop talking about time.
I know, but like this is where I get hung up with About Time because About Time repeatedly tells you must like Tim. He's right. This doesn't do that. They go, no, Phil's a dick. Yeah. And we're going to show Phil lying and cheating and attempt to manipulate, and it's not going to go right for him, and she's going to slap him in the face. And so when we eventually get to the point where Phil's doing the right thing, it's like it feels like he's earned it.
Yeah. Oh, 100% he does.
That's the
Yeah.
key difference. And again,
I think that's the key success of this, that you actually, that it is, the payoff feels worthy of the journey. You can see the journey he's gone on, and it's actually good. When he is hitting on Rita as well, just like there's just little bits that after a while he begins to even pretend he just finds out information and then just kind of like does something a bit weird. And she's like, he's like, I'll use that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll use that tomorrow.
Basically,
there's also a good bit like when he nearly seals the deal, and then he doesn't quite, and then the next day you can see it's wearing on him.
Yeah,
he's taking shortcuts.
Yeah, he tries to recreate like the snowball thing, doesn't he? He tries
he's
to
not
recreate
doing it as good as before. He's like and you can see him wearing out again. And again, really, really smart. It's like the film refuses to award his behaviour like on sort of his terms. It keeps punishing him until you really show some growth, some genuine growth.
Yeah, and because even it takes a lot longer to get there than you remember.
Yes,
when you look back and then when you watch it again, you go, oh right. We kind of mentioned it earlier. There's a lot of sort of false dawns of it where you go like, oh, I thought that was basically where it was going to end, because you have the whole "I'm a god" part. I'm not the god. I'm a god.
Yeah.
Reveals all he knows. Goes around displaying that he knows everything that's going to happen. But then he's very much then focused on Rita being so nice, and he's not going on about how gorgeous and beautiful and whatever she is. It's very much her niceness and her heart that he's focusing on, which is actually quite nice.
Yeah.
And then just when you think he's learned his lesson and escaped, it's still no, you're not there yet. Yeah. And he's still got to go on. And then there's the whole perfecting life part that then goes on, where he's being nice with the coffee, bringing the coffees not just to the girl he's trying to sleep with, but to Larry.
Because it's not about the romance. Actually, the romance was something that Ramis introduced or focused on. It's not about the romance. It's about his. That's just an indicator.
His overall approach.
Yeah,
to
that's
life,
just an indicator of where he is. But he's focused on that. No, you need to do it all. You need to become genuinely nice, irrespective of the romance. When you're there, then it'll all click into place. The ending, I sort of can't make up my mind a little bit, because like clearly existential themes going on through this. I mean, the characters between them verbalise like, what's the point of it all if there are no consequences? Well, we're invited as viewers to go, well, yeah, I think I'd kind of do that as well, I mean, obviously Phil arrives at the point where he goes, even if there is no point, even if there is no consequence, even if there is no reward, I'm going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
That's life fulfillment. That's lovely. I wonder in a way if the ending is sort of fatalistic, because it's kind of like you've now caught up to where you should have been. You've learnt this lesson. You are now this person. So now we'll allow you to continue in the world, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And if that's because she didn't choose any of this, remember?
No.
She goes on a work trip. And
she spent a day with this guy.
For as genuine as he has been at that point, yeah, she has really spent a day with him, and he has used insider knowledge. But I wonder if it's more saying that, like, no, this is a fatalistic thing. This is who he should have been. He gets lost or whatever. He ends up in this purgatory. He goes on this journey. And when he comes through it, and he's the person he should have been all along, it's like he's caught up to the universe. There you go. That's what he should have been. Carry on.
Yeah.
That was your path.
I think it's quite nice as well that at that end point, he still hasn't lost the sort of the good essence part of the person that he is in terms of his humour and things like that. He hasn't turned into like a God-loving thing. Yeah, he's just improved and grown as a person. So when he finishes and, he's throwing out one-liners, well, you stayed. I can't make a collie stay. And, when they're, let's live here. We'll rent first. Just lines like that where there's still just humour that he's bringing in, and is not just like, he hasn't seen the light in a religious way or anything like that, or changed entirely who he is. He's just a better, nicer version of that person. Yeah.
Good. You talk about some more funny stuff.
Yes, let's.
I mean, pretty early on, before he's actually trapped in the loop. Well, I guess maybe he's already trapped in the loop. He just doesn't know it. When he's trying to get the copper to clear the obstruction, and he's there in just his shirt and tie, and it's like the snow's belting down.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's like, why can't we get moving? Yeah, it's because of the blizzard that's coming in. It's like, what blizzard? It's a couple of flakes. And it's like, no, it's the weatherman. He's like, I make the weather.
Yeah, that was really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's one of those. It's all about delivery.
It was, yeah.
And Murray's absolutely on it in that moment.
One of my favourite lines, and it's so simple, but it's actually from Larry when he does drive off the at the quarry. You say he might be okay.
Yeah, that's right.
"Oh, okay, well, no, probably not now.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a lot to do, Larry, but the things he does do, I think he does quite well.
I think Larry wants to fuck the groundhog, by the way.
You reckon?
Did you pick up on that? No. You not pick up on that?
No. What? Why? What? Why? What?
Because when Phil drives off with the groundhog,
Yeah.
Rita goes, why would anyone want to kidnap a groundhog? And Larry goes, I can think of a thing or two. Pervert. I was like,
Oh, I didn't even hit.
yeah.
Didn't even pick
He
up
sort
on
of
that
was
line.
under his breath. It was like,
That's
Larry,
even
is this something you want to share with the group?
Oh, Larry. Oh, no. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Just a couple of simple lines when he's in that initial still being an arsehole phase, but he's just I can't remember which character he says to. He goes, "Oh, I think we should meet again. How's tomorrow for you?"
Yeah. Well, you have that nice little thing with the B&B.
Yeah.
Chance of departure 99%. And then it's like 80%. And then it's like I really like Phil after the bowling alley bar scene, and he's gone for a drive. He's gone drive down the tracks. Like, I'm not gonna live by your rules anymore. Like, I'm gonna drive down the tracks, and then
That's actually a rule I agree with.
Yeah, that's actually a rule I agree with. And then they go, train. And you go,
It will swerve first.
I think he's gonna swerve first.
Yeah, that's good.
Which
And
is-
then just
which is
before that, when they're trying to get into the car, he's like, he takes the keys off him. He looks at the guy, and goes, "You want to throw up here or in the car?" The guy just goes, "Both."
So, yeah.
It's like, yes.
He's good there. And then, of course, when they get arrested at the end of that scene, he just I'll handle this.
And
3
the flapjacks.
cheeseburgers, 2 large fries, and flapjacks. Oh, is it too early for flapjacks? Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And actually, that fun phase
Yeah.
of testing boundaries and limits and things actually doesn't go on for as long as it
No,
could
it's
have.
not, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They could have spun that out basically for a whole film, right? And actually, the temptation might have been to do that, but you
Yeah.
make it all fun, and then there's at the end he rapidly sort of sees the lesson and changes his ways, and it doesn't do that. And I think because
Yeah,
it would
good point.
it would probably come a bit it would get a bit boring.
Or
doing
it would
that
undercut
over and
the
over
emotional
again.
side of it as well, right?
Yeah. I think there's only so much you could probably do with that, and the more and more you do, you just be like, yeah, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
You know, he's testing the boundaries. Yeah, get it.
Yeah.
You got any other lines?
Oh, yes. Oh, one of my favourites. Which, again, I remember pissing myself at this as a little kid. I can't remember how many Ned Ryersons this is in, but he's had enough. It's like, Phil? Hey, Phil! Ned! Slug.
That's quite early on, I think.
Just like, no, not today. Not
Yeah.
Tim Cleaner.
Yeah, that is surprisingly early on. I think that's only like the 3rd or 4th one or something that we see.
Yeah,
Obviously,
and
don't know how many he's actually had.
I can't remember exactly what that follows, but it's so good to just suddenly just be like, no, like almost like a hard cut sort of thing, where it's just like bang.
Yeah, because that's when he then goes to eat everything in the diner, the whole slice of the cake in the mouth. So he's kind of reached that "who gives a fuck" stage. Yeah. Bachelor auction at the end, lightly comedic as well. Both with the ladies dripping to get their hands on Phil, and then Larry goes up. I think it's on for 25 cents or something.
Proper like, I could do this. Yeah. Proper struts up and let down. Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's pretty much. I think we've mentioned the others. Maybe the $1,000 to kick the kid off the piano. Fuck them kids. And the piano teacher agrees, doesn't she?
Yes, yeah. $1,000. Yeah.
$1,000, yes, please.
Jog on. All right. Where do you want to start with the cast, Carl? Do you want to start
Oh,
with
he's got to be the main man, hasn't it?
Bill Murray, Phil Connors?
Yeah.
Best ever performance.
I think so. He could have been Scrooged, because Scrooged gives him that same sort of platform to move through. Yeah, he's a dick, and we know he's a dick, and he can be a dick, and then he can display a bit more growth and learning, and that'll be fun, and then he can come full circle. Not full circle.
Yeah.
Not,
180.
yeah.
In fact.
Definitely not a circle. That wouldn't help at all.
No.
Yeah. Fucking hell, it's back where
I
he
learned my
started.
lesson. But...
Jesus Christ. But, for reasons, some of which we touched on the pod.
Check our feed.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Thank you. That didn't quite pan out like that. So it's a great vehicle for him. It's my favourite.
Yeah, me too, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think along with this and Ghostbusters, I think I really love him for how he's doing it in Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters is just like pure that early stage Murray, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas this is, well, I'm surprised this, if this is your favourite, that it beats Lost in Translation then.
Yeah, but he's not been typical Bill Murray there, though.
No.
Like, that's a better acting performance. And
but as a Bill Murray,
like I like
Bill
that film.
Murrayisms.
Yeah, like as the archetypal Bill Murray, this is his peak for me.
Yeah.
This is where I enjoy him the most.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think a lot of his latest stuff where he essentially appears as Bill Murray, doesn't he? Either sometimes literally as appearing as Bill Murray, as himself, and others where he's just playing a version of Bill Murray in it. But yeah, I think he absolutely nails it in this.
We've got to do Andy McDowell, haven't we? Come on.
Andy McDowell,
Let's get
Rita.
into Rita Hansen.
So she does well in that initially, at least in the first part of the film, where she has this boundless innocence and enthusiasm. And I think she actually does that, delivers that pretty well early on. And that's me, because generally she's unconvincing as a human being. But she's not awful in this.
I think you are being seduced by the fact that she's not awful.
Yes.
Which she's not. We can all agree on that. Convincing? No, I'm not having that. Like, you can almost see her. You watch her eyes, right? When you watch her eyes, you can almost see her like looking for cues, or it's like, oh, I don't know where to. Don't look at the director. Don't look at the camera. 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 It's like she doesn't know what to do. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't call her performance convincing. I suppose similarly to you, was taking a little bit about, oh, this is nice, she's nice, this is more tender. But then she does stuff like go in for a hug, and she just fucking blankly looks past him because she doesn't know what to do with her eyes because she's not a normal human. And you're just like, oh, you're wooden as hell.
What's funny about that then is because she, you could think that, well, that's because she's acting. Right, she's acting, and it's not natural thing. So she's,
yeah, but it's supposed to make it look natural. That's the job.
But she uses her own accent in this as well, like her weird South Carolina drawl accent, which doesn't sound great. I'll be honest. Like, I think maybe you do need to just soften that a little bit for this, which you think would help, with feeling natural and coming across.
I just don't think she's very good, mate.
No, I mean, I think she did the early on in the film when she did the big-eyed enthusiasm, wide-eyed enthusiasm. I think that was fairly good, and it sort of juxtaposes with Bill Murray's very dry and acerbic nature at the start, and it kind of works. What doesn't really work is the fact that she's put up there as almost like the driver of his change to a degree. It's kind of that is the initial thing that's like, oh, I do want to be good, primarily so that I can get with this girl, or she inspires him a little bit to be good. He obviously sees the bigger picture overall, but I think that's the reason they have that romance front and center in this, that it's meant to be kind of an inspiration for it. And I just don't think she plays someone that would do that. He would be so focused on that when he has a whole town of them.
Yeah, because I sort of thought at some point, oh, maybe she's a little, nothing to do with Andy McDowell, maybe that character's a little underwritten and doesn't get enough. But then I backed away from that thought because I was like, but this isn't her world, this is Phil's world.
Yeah.
and this is all Phil's lesson to learn. But I suppose you're right in that he does take inspiration from her very early as well. Like he says the wrong name when he's trying to bed his first conquest. So he's already sort of into her, pretty much from the get-go. But I don't know. Maybe at that point he just fancies her. And
I think
it comes back around later to, oh, you're actually quite nice, aren't you? Yeah, I don't know how much
But she's not that nice. Like,
well, she says stuff like, oh, I always drink to world peace, and don't you wish you could just do... Yeah, it's that sort of thing it is. I don't know. I didn't really have massive thoughts on her character in the end. And I think you've been a little generous with her in the early scenes as well, I think.
Oh, I have to... I've been less than generous with her previously, so,
You have.
Balancing out.
You have.
What about Chris Elliott as Larry?
He's great.
Yeah. Small part, plays it well.
He's great. He turns up in what's it, Ben Stiller and Diaz.
Yes. There's something about Mary.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he makes the most of his few comedy moments where we talked about the line is he drives off, but there's a few little sort of asides as Phil's being a bit of a dick that he's kind of just like,
yeah,
all right. And
but Larry's his own sort of dick, isn't he? He's,
I don't know, is he?
Yeah,
he's a bit he's a little bit full of himself, strangely.
Yeah, well, he's a bit abrasive and needy, and like he's straight from the office. Like when there's a major network interested in me, it's like there's the home shopping network. He doesn't miss a chance to sort of put Phil down or whatever. I think he's a bit of a dick, just because Phil is as well. I don't
know. I saw a little bit more just sort of standing up to him, standing up to that, rather than him being particularly
maybe
abrasive.
Maybe.
Stephen Tobolowsky,
great,
Ned Ryerson, huge performance. Like he plays it so big with the bing, 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 bing. And even right at the end, the sort of the bachelor auction scene where he catches him, like he's just huge in that.
He's got like a comic terror about him almost.
Yes, it's a very committed performance. Let's put it that way. Yeah. You spotted Harold Ramis as the doctor.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Did you spot Michael Shannon?
No.
As the groom, as the young couple. He was the
no, I didn't.
Yeah, he was the bloke as part of that young couple that appeared like twice, basically.
Yeah.
In that. Punxsutawney Phil. Shout out to the Groundhog.
Yeah.
Wasn't actually Punxsutawney Phil, just a random Groundhog.
Yeah.
Anyone else that you wanted to?
No, I've just done this one.
Recasting then.
I've done 3.
Phil, Rita, and
Ned.
Yeah, me too. Okay, good. We've done the same ones. Start with Phil then. So originally played by Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks was considered, but too nice. He's too nice to begin with. Like he wouldn't. The turnaround wouldn't.
Needs to be a dick.
Doesn't work.
It needs to be a dick, otherwise it doesn't feel earned. Now, if you're going to go with the what's his name, Reuben version of this, Michael Keaton.
Oh, I had Michael Keaton down.
Yeah. Michael Keaton.
He was my second option.
Would do all of that. And he'd really go dark. Good. If I want somebody who can be snarky, but can also sell an emotional turnaround, we're going to Steve Martin.
I've said Steve Martin as well.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's the first time we've come up with identical recasting options for anyone. But yes, I think he would work. He'd be very much along that planes, trains, automobiles style of thing. But he could turn up the initial a bit further.
He'd need to be a bit more of a dick than he is in planes, trains. Yeah.
But he's got it. Definitely, certainly.
Yeah, he could
got it in.
He could do it,
for sure. And I think the believable turnaround he could sell that as well.
But don't think he'd be as good as Bill Murray.
No, well, that's the problem.
They've absolutely nailed it.
Rita, then, could anyone be better than Andy McDowell?
Well, I mean, lots. I've gone with Susan Sarandon because I think she'd be a bit more Phil's equal, and crucially, believable as a producer.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because actually
I think
a little bit, not older, but you know what I mean, like more.
Yeah, she's a bit older,
but
not loads.
No, but less.
I think
less,
5 years older, something like that.
Less of a junior kind of.
Yeah. So I think she'd be a bit more believable as a producer. She's a bit more Phil's equal, but Susan Sarandon still soft enough to be the subject of the romantic subplot and the sort of moral heart of this film. I think.
Yeah, that is a good one. I was a little bit stuck with this because obviously the type of role that is, like, you wouldn't expect a huge, strong actress to actually be played in that, because it's not actually a huge part.
No.
Would they have much to do with it? Now I looked at around the time that this was happening. Marissa Tomei. Oh my God! Try that again. Marissa Tomei.
She's old.
She would be quite young. She was just coming off My Cousin Vinny, right? So she wasn't very old in that. But if you're going for that young up and coming producer that could be, and I was coming at this angle of like, who could Phil be inspired by? You know, who he could, and I reckon she could sell that to someone that A, he would want to sleep with, but also B, that if she was that amazing and nice and sweet, that he would inspire.
She's good, Marissa Tomei, as well.
Yeah, she's good. And then the other alternative one, Gina Davis.
Yeah.
Which that's linked to Susan Sarandon a little bit there, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Gina Davis could work in a similar way to Susan Sarandon, I guess. A little bit more convincing as an adult.
Yes.
Or
indeed as a human.
as a human being.
As a human being with human eyes and human hands.
So some definitely better options. Ned Ryerson, I bet you've gone for the same person.
Well, this is more based on looks. I mean, there's a bit of this energy about it,
maybe
Rick
not then.
Moranis.
Oh, I went for Rick Moranis. Yeah. That was the one that only one that
It's the
sort of sprung to
glasses
mind.
and that sort of like almost nerdy sort
Nerdiness,
of socially awkward sort of, doesn't read the cues very well. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I can't put that on the socials. There's only one. We need to have two options.
Can you
Quick,
come up
throw
with
someone else out.
Another Ned Ryerson.
No, never mind. Let's move on to any changes. Okay, so any changes, a section where we each come up with up to 3 changes. Difficult one, Carl. Struggled. Only came up with one.
I've got one.
What's yours?
If you insist on keeping the time travel device rules the same,
Right.
then the movie has to make us dislike Tim at the start. He has to be a dick so that he has an arc that viewers can actually ponder whether he's truly earned his redemption. Give us that depth, for God's sake.
If you viewer want more about time thoughts from Carl.
Oh, that's about time, isn't it? It's about time. Right, this film. So I'm not sure about this one, because this steps on the sort of fatalism angle. Like, if the ending is truly meant to represent where he should have been, and he was always heading to this point, he just needed to learn the lesson, yada, yada, yada. This isn't needed. But if you want a seriously pure ending, one that's purely confined to Phil and his world, he goes through the film as is. He has the night he has with Rita, and then he wakes up one more time on that day. But on that day, he goes to work, he's nice to everyone, he doesn't make a pass at Rita, he just lets her be. Because, that was this world in Punxsutawney, that's where their relationship starts. And that's nothing to do with her, that's only Phil's world. He goes to bed alone, he wakes up, and then it's the next day. Yeah. But I don't know
One more cycle,
if you really need that, because, there's a reading of the ending which is a fatalistic thing anyway. He just needed to learn a lesson first, so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be a little less neat and tidy.
Well, I mean, it'd be a little less schmaltzy. I don't think it'd be a little less neat and tidy, because you just go in, oh, he's finally got it. It's about doing a good thing with no payoff.
Then how would you show that, though? That's the thing, because you've already shown.
Well, you have to trust the audience, don't you? You have to trust the audience that when he wakes up and he goes to bed and looks longingly the next day at Rita, but leaves her alone, you have to trust the audience to go,
But you have to show that he's done all of those other nice things as well.
Oh, yeah, you do the film as is.
Yeah.
He wins her, he gets her, finally beds her, Watson, which is not the sentiment of the film, right? But he finally gets with her. The ending is as is, but we just have one more where he wakes up and he goes, no, do you know what? You didn't choose any of this. And he just looks at her longingly and goes, you go live your life. You trust the audience and all
free,
this,
Rita.
Yeah. You live your life. It's just nice to everybody's day. And I'm going to live mine. Now I'm a better person.
Just walks off into the sunset along that big long road.
Yeah. But, maybe it doesn't necessarily need that. So, what's yours?
Mine would just be make Rita
A human.
more, and insert lots of words after that.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to really believe that this is somebody that you can make him see the light, or at least put him onto that pathway for it. Is this just a Hangover McDowell issue? Possibly. Residual disgust from 4 Weddings. Yeah, maybe. So, Carl, based on the rewatch and talking about today, are we still happy that this is a classic? I mean, you opened your statement saying it's a classic.
Yeah, but I might cut that so I sound like less of a dick. Not a dick, an idiot and a dick.
So, Carl, based on the rewatch and talking about it today, are you still happy it's a classic?
I remember this being very, very funny. Every time I watch it as an adult, I enjoy finding out that it's even more than that.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a classic.
100%. I remember, it wasn't even that long ago, because I've watched this twice in 2025. And I hadn't seen it for ages before that. I think you'd suggested it potentially as a classic after you'd rewatched it.
Yeah.
And I kind of, I need to rewatch it, because I remembered it. I was like, I remember it was okay. It was like funny and good and stuff like that. Yeah, just rewatching it twice this year. Exactly what you said there. Not only is it very funny, not only is it Bill Murray doing a great comedic performance, but there's just more there. There's some substance to it, which just makes it. And this, as you say, this tight structure. It's just a really, really well put together film that you can rewards repeat viewings, which is important, I think, for a classic as well. And I don't know how it didn't do well at the time.
It's funny that, isn't it?
But yeah, I think it's definitely a classic, and one that you're going to keep on going back to year after year. And one of those that you want to share with other people as well. If they've not seen it, it's one that you will definitely want to go, oh, you've not seen that? You should really see that. And it's 1 hour 41.
Yeah, watched it with my youngest. She loved it.
Did I? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I think I watched this with...
Reckon she doesn't like films. Every single film I've ever put on, she's glued.
Brilliant. So, you still really like it? Or has your needle been moved?
Oh, no. Yeah, really like it.
Yeah, same. All right, Carl, you got anything else?
Nope.
All right, that's all we've got. So if we moved the needle for you this week, or even if we didn't, please do rate us, follow, subscribe, give us a 5-star review wherever you are listening. It really does develop the algorithm and gets out there to a larger navel-gazing audience. Our Bluesky, Instagram and Twitter is MTN Movie Pod. Our YouTube channel is at Movie the Needle. You can also find our page on Facebook and some occasional TikToks at movie.the.needle. All details in the show description, so please do follow and comment wherever you are. Join us next week for our monthly retro episode where we look back on the many, many, many movies we talked about in December. So if you have thoughts that you haven't shared yet, it might not be too late. So send them in. Carl, it's been a heavy December and January.
Christ. Yeah.
I'm off to join a local AA chapter, but I'm going to watch out for that first step. It's a doozy. Goodbye.
Goodbye.